Okay, I'm gonna
Hi
share.
everyone, this is Kathy Mason. It's a little loud.
Okay.
We'll try it again. Hi everyone, this is Kathy Mason from Mason Works Marketing today here on Conscious Business Zone with Tzveta Davinci. Yay!
Yay!
Hi, Tzveta. I'm so excited to introduce her work to you, and the magic and the brilliance that comes out of this woman's mouth is remarkable. So, Tzveta, I wanted you, if you could, I'm going to be able to show, this is my Davinci spiral that Tzveta did for me. Not too many, it wasn't that long ago. It was like at the beginning of the year. And
Yes.
it's amazing. We'll be going over that so that you all can get a feeling. Oh, hi, Zach. Hi, Hermilo. Anyway, we can get an idea of what this tool can do for you to help you as you go through your life and the spiral of energy that your life is. So, Tzveta, tell us. Okay, so where do we start? So, you're from Bulgaria, right?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I just want to introduce myself, like very, very briefly, just to have a little background. What is this accent? Where are you from? Who are you? I've been asked this question millions of times. I'm originally from Bulgaria, ex-communist country, and this is part of my own journey that I own. And here I am. Throughout my journey, living on 4 continents, exploring, and I want to start with that is happening right now. That will flow to our conversation. The urgency, the push. What is this push? What is this urgency? What is this energy that we are all talking about? And what is going on? And we've been looking, searching, desiring, longing for something, and this is what we are gonna talk about.
We're desiring ourselves.
Are we? Sorry, I didn't
hear. We're desiring and looking for ourselves.
That I want to go through this on a much more personal. I just want to share it on my page, just like to take a second to share to a couple of groups and to my page.
Okay. Okay. So everyone, what I'm seeing is that what Tzveta offers is a tool for enlightenment that'll help you find your way to a new aspect of yourself, because it's very difficult for you to see the beauty and the delight and light that you are. And so what happens is Tzveta has a system that allows you to do that. And it's something quite remarkable. I heard about it through Todd Medina, and Tzveta married Todd and Morgan Lee. So I knew there was something special about her from the very beginning. So, okay, with that, I'll let you go back.
I feel blessed that you contact me, because it's always it's exchange of energy. And I want to start with something that I believe truly, I believe, and it's become more and more people are embracing this. This is what we've been looking, we're collecting our parts, our loss. This is what we've been looking for. It's ourself, but the self, and we just had this little conversation, how the light can see itself, but through others. And these are ancient teachings that I delve very deep. I'm initiated from 3 shamanic lineages. I live with South African shamans for 6 months. I've been initiated to the Hawaiian kahuna magic teaching, healing for 3 years. And I'm actually going to Hawaii in May to fully my journey, my personal journey. And through my personal journey, it's all that work that I'm bringing. It's very personal, to a very direct personal experience. And what the Davinci spiral, it's what it is, and we're gonna talk. It's to put together your own puzzle, because what we've been looking for, we've been looking outside and outside. And I want to share a very short story that will make sense to you.
Yeah.
And the story goes like this. Once upon a time, God hid the secrets of humanity. He wanted to hide the secret of humanity so they cannot find it. So he brought together all angels, archangels, all divine beings, and they start to talk about where shall God put the secrets for humans so they cannot find it easy. So one angel say, let's put it deep in the ground, and somebody say, let's put it high in the sky, let's put it in the moon, in the sun, in the stars, let's put it in the ocean, let's put it in different things. And God, he listened. I'm doing it very briefly. And God, he listened and listened and listened, and he say, no. Man, it's very clever. He will go and dig the ground. He will go and dig in the sea. He will dive in the sea. He will go to the moon. He will go and digest, and he will break every matter to find his truth. No, he's too clever. We have to do something else. So one little angel, he was trying to get his voice, but everybody was talking too much. And finally God, he noticed him and said, do you have a recommendation? And he said, yes. Can we hide the secret in his heart? Because this is where he will not look. The cleverness doesn't look in the heart. So for me, it's been 30 years journey, conscious journeys from when the communists collapsed. And this was the biggest blessing, where my whole world, everything that I knew was taken away from me. It's like the rock, everything.
Wow.
And in this tragedy, challenge, tribulation, what call it, lies the biggest blessing. I feel beyond blessed to be able to go through this so I can bring you encouragement, inspiration, hope, to know that no matter what you're going through, no matter I'm, as I say, it's everything is through my own personal experience. Yeah. My son Christian, 28, transitioned last year.
I know. Oh.
And I am talking from a very personal, but this was not to hurt me. And I got it. It was not to hurt me. And this is my message, one of the big messages. It was, when challenge like this comes, is not there to hurt you, but to crack you open, literally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, so the whole energy can drop in your being. And then when you cracked open, the whole existence gushes in and takes you and carries you on your wings, and it's beyond, because it's not that. This not, and this is what is happening.
Right.
Whew, sure.
Well, that's beautiful. I'm getting chills. Okay, so I do want to read one of the comments for you, so that you could. Okay, so Zach Bergen is a very enlightened being, and he commented several things, but I'm going to do the second one real quick. Truth animates form when channeled. The messenger changes and the truth never does. Hear the call, be it. Soul source the divine. Share. Spread the love that is not of the body. Okay, done for a few seconds, he says. Then it says, yeah. So that's what I mean. And then Flo Bartholomew's on too. So it says, hello, ladies. So Zach also said, dude, it's been going on for all incarnate time, looking for source that's all around. It's all here, and we can't see until we can see. But once we do see, then everything changes, right?
Everything, the landscapes are changing.
Yep. And anyway, so he's saying the wellspring of all knowledge. So basically, That's what Tzveta has a way to make visible, and your soul's lessons and journeys visible to you in a way that allows you to use the lesson in a very high, loving way. It's very different than I've done human design, I've done the gene codes. There's other systems out there. I mean, the Tao. There's all sorts of ways you can pull cards and do tarot. But this is something that sees your life as a continuum and blesses you, not just the past. This allows you to see the future and the potentialities of the future, which is the coolest thing ever. That's what we came here for.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's so many things. I'm just gonna show you first before we go to your personal chart. Kathy, I want to show you. I have generated the collective. This is how it looks. It's a multidimensional. It's multidimensional because we are multidimensional, and nothing that you don't know. I came here as to remind you, and it's a system that it's put down. I put together all my teachings, all that I have ever experienced, and it's been a lot. Like for 30 years, I've been working on the self, through the self. It's where, and it's very personal. This is the collective. And when we put together our own personal, very personal, because what I felt that this journey, creation, it's very personal. It's gonna hit you exactly. It's gonna present you challenges exactly. So what this does, it makes you see, so you can personally, I'm not telling you, this is not a prediction. This is for you, a tool, powerful tool, to start to connect your own dots. When we connect our own dots, we come in the center and we see the entirety, the totality of our being. So spirit comes and descends, and I use the 4 elements as a basic that we travel through. These are the stages that we're going through. So what it is so difficult to explain, because it's a tool that will make sense to the person. When we are in the center of our own spiral, in the center of our own being, when we have integrated our own personal experiences, we are thrown in the center of the collective spiral. And this is how we build our puzzle as a consciousness. Because the grid that we've been talking, places, it's not places, it's people. From my heart to your heart, we're activating the grid. We've been activating it for many years. And now it's, as the Hopis say, it's the last hours. No, now it's the last second. It's the day.
Yeah.
And when Kathy, she invited me and she said 4th of April, I said, but of course it's going to be on the 4th, because today I can continue because it's a very powerful day today. I have downloaded on 11/11 in November. This is where my soul pushed me from within. It pushed my ass, excuse my French, but literally pushed me. And I downloaded the entirety of this from November to today. And what's the day, the culmination, the 4th, is the integration of the body. November started a cycle, first short and then longer, the cycle of the mind, the emotion, the action, and we've been from December to now integrating actually what is happening, the spirit. It's fully embodying, because spirit came here to embody. to feel, to touch, to experience. And it's time where we are in a different landscape where we cannot deny anything, but bring home back everything, our spirituality, our emotion, our mind, and to the spiral creates the perfect cross. And it shows each person the integrity of your own soul, that we walk the path of the completion material. Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh no, I just don't want to
I'm
miss
so
the next
excited.
few
Yes.
comments. And a lot of them are from Zach, but I want to share a couple of it. Thanks for the huge smile, Tzveta. A breath of fresh air amidst all the inauthentic believers in magic and something outside themselves. So that was one. Then he says, let's see, he's got a lot of good ones. I can't do them all. Here we go. Acceleration, the eye of the needle, discernment, vigilance, consciousness. And then he put personal journey, exposing the smudges in the 4 lower bodies that block the awareness of love's presence. Any model that works is part of the expression of all, and all needs to express. Get it done. So thank you for letting me interrupt you a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Please do.
Yeah. So Tzveta, okay, so I've never heard of anything like this before that is a multi-dimensional map. And when I first saw this, I think I saw Todd talked about it, but Amanda Lawrence talked about it. And she went on and on and on about how this changed her life, that she felt that it explained things in her life that she couldn't explain. It put everything into perspective, and it was a usable tool for her. So that's between the two of them, that's how I went, okay, I'm doing this. Because my life has just been turned upside down the end of last year.
Yes.
And so,
hey, good.
And it was on my chart. It was on my chart. Thank you. Thank you. I hope every time I have water, it doesn't do that, but thank you. So Tzveta, have you found that, how are people using these, before we go to mine, how can people benefit? I mean, I'm seeing this as like, oh, thank goodness, it's all in divine order. It helped me come to peace with the big blow, the big shocks I had. So is that what most people have? Are people coming because they're having a lot of change and they want support with it? Or are they coming because they haven't found their divine mission? What?
It's a force invisible. I want you to start. I want to read you a little blessing that I wrote long time ago, that it's very particularly for this, just what it is. It's a very short blessing.
Okay.
It's like, blessed are those who have a direct connection with the divine. Their power and energy comes directly from the unexhaustible source of creation. They gobble in the inspiration and the joy of the invisible, where it is always their gaze. The visible does not bother them, because they know that everything is created in the feeling, vibrational state. This is their magical tool to transform reality, creating heaven on earth right here and right now. Right. Blessed is who feels the inner light and unconditional love for all. And this is, I can explain it to so many ways, but I will explain it in another way. That little vision that we've been locked into as consciousness, and it's for a reason to be locked. And it's, for me, and I will explain after that, the basic, this is how creation creates in 3 simple steps, and how you personally can create your reality through this model. And I want to stress about this. This is not mine. Everybody knows that. This is not my knowledge. I'm just putting it together. I'm channeling it. I am every person that comes to me to do the reading, we agree before we came here. that people will come to me and just to unravel. This is my mission. Or it's not even a mission. It's like I cannot not do it. It kicked me. I want to leave it many times, but it worked me. It through dreams, through push, through. So the vision, our little vision that we've been stuffed in the box. Think of a chicken. The chicken is in the egg. And it stays there until it's ready. But in this pushing, it where it train its muscle. So when break the eggs, it has the power to fly. So this is what we've been stuck in this egg, or consciousness came into this body to experience the resistance, because the resistance is what may, and then there's a push, that desire, that the desire from the soul, the desire from the heart that comes and it kicks you and you cannot not follow it. So it's inevitable. It's inevitable. We are all popping. We are all popping like a popcorn or like a seeds from the ground.
Well, but Tzveta, the thing that's different, because I've done a lot of work. I mean, this is alchemy. This is how you co-create with the universe. Because I've had white light spiritual experiences. I work with energy. Every single one of my customers is just a magnificent master. I don't work with anyone who isn't. And we create stuff. I mean, we're co-creating, but this tool does something different than anything I've seen, where it's not based on polarity. A lot of the other tools are based on do this or that. And this is more your divine essence. I mean, even the gene codes, it's like you're a number 10 and here's the shadow side and the bright side of it. You know, there's so many of these things, it's still based in 3D. This is 5D, co-creation with
multi-D, I will call it.
Multi-D,
it's
okay.
A multi-D.
Anyway. But I'm getting chills while you're talking. I'm getting chills because the truth of it is we're divine beings. And if we understand this paradigm, and it's what Tesla was talking about, 3, 6, and 9, it's a spiral. Everything is based on this, and we forgot it. And you got a map to remember.
Yes, map. It's a map. So it's what it does. So many things, but you say the word alchemy. This is what it's for me. It's alchemy. Take each one. This helps you remember your experiences. So we take each experience and let's talk about yours. So you see channels there, the red channel and the green and blue that goes through the chart. I'm just gonna.
Okay, here.
Can I show it here? So I've got your chart here. I'm gonna show it so I can point it, so I can explain.
You know what you're doing.
So let's start with the basic. There are 108 expressions of the divine. Just to tell you that this is ongoing work, that I'm constantly bringing new knowledge to this. It's constantly unfolding like a flower. So 108 I put on the middle. I didn't know what is this. And then many things are coming. 108, 108 divine expressions. They're like archetypals. That each this is, I'm starting to put together, it's a big puzzle. As I activate 108 placeholders of the spiral, we collectively unfold more bigger picture. I'm just like the messenger putting people together, and I started a group. I've been through many personal challenges moving recently, the entire year, like every one of us. We all been pushed. But when I activate, and there I've been activated more than 1,000 people, but at each placehold of the collective spiral has to have a placehold. Then we come together and it unfolds even the bigger. We are just the day. It's the beginning, the end of the old and the beginning of something new. And they've been overlaying since November 11 until today. These two realities been overlapping. So everything that is not working in your life will be taken away. Just trust that where you are right now, you're in the perfect place, perfect time with perfect people. Even if you don't see it, this is the background that everything is here to help you, to serve you, to delight you, to grow.
Right.
It's from us to us. So let's start. These are the channels. These are the energetic backgrounds, how we moved. It's imprinted in our DNA. So the yellow is the mind. This is our perception, attitude, beliefs. Then we move to our perception, attitude, beliefs creates the emotional self. Emotion never comes by itself. Emotion, they are always after a belief system. So if you don't, and I explain in person, in very personal, how this relate to your own personal path. Then emotions, they generate action. Inspired emotion generate inspired action. When we are close, where we are in fear, it creates crazy actions, and we are inadequate. And then the reality is created. So 3 steps. What you think, believe, what is your attitude? How do you feel and how do you act? Create the reality. And the reality is nothing but the feedback of how you think. So you see, I'm just gonna show you here something. I think I've got it here. This is the blueprint, the absolute blueprint of thoughts,
okay,
feelings,
okay. I've never seen
actions.
that.
Yes, I've got so much information, and this is my next step, to put the teachings of the spiral. There are so many, and to start to teach people so they can do this for other people. And this is where I need help to put this. It's a massive amount of work. I need graphic designers. I need people like you, Kat, with marketing. So
I've got all those resources.
Because this is present for humanity, a tool to navigate. It's a GPS to navigate. So 3 steps of how creation creates. And then, so you see, this is your the mind and the belief, and this is the reality. So these are the 2 elements.
So
where we going?
Create the 4th step is what you're saying.
So we think, we feel, we act, therefore we create this reality.
Okay. I didn't get
but only to show us, you see, this is between these 2 elements, the air and the earth. This is the reflection. But because this reality is dense, and here's the magic, what has been happening, many people experience, the duality comes from water and fire. This is the duality here, water and fire. This is where we're doing the work. We're integrating these 2, water and fire, masculine and feminine. This is, it's one of my very passionate, and I do, when I started to marry people, I'm doing it's on my website. It's the sacred union. We have to complete our own circle within. Consciousness, it's the masculine divine. The bodily experience, it's the feminine divine. This is the first union. We have to complete our own cycle together with ourselves. And only then we can come into the union with another whole person, only 2 whole people. And I'm a minister, I'm Doctor of Divinity, this is my title. And Before I marry two people, I take each individual and do a ceremony for you. And I do this for people that want to experience their own connectedness with, I use hypnosis, NLP, whatever it needed, energy work. So whatever it's needed for that person, I tune to the energy and guide them to complete their own circle. So this is one, I've got one area, this is my very passionate. This is, again, in the spiral, in your own spiral will show you the challenges, your own personal challenges. And I know, Kati, I'm all over the place because it's such a massive and very personal amount. But this is, everybody knows this. And if, when we hear things and they say, oh my God, this resonates, it resonates because we know it. It's a boom activation. That's why I call it the Davinci spiral activation. It activates you because you knew, you know it, and it's boom. And it's when you remember, as you say in the beginning, as you remember, it's like everything is washed away. It's like new ground, new landscape.
Well, and you know, you create your own reality, and this time is to embody both sides of your divine feminine and divine masculine, and evolve your soul's journey. If there's a game, that's the game. That's what you came here to be in physical for. And that's what everyone, 7 billion people, beings, souls, stood in line to get a body to watch this show as we ascend to a higher level and go from this polarity to love. But you have to start with you embodying love yourself, and everything is an expression of love. Right. And but it isn't easy because it's an opportunity to see where you aren't love and to shift that, because you'll still mess it up, but then you'll be aware of it and then you can keep evolving. But Tzveta, I just love this. I want to tell you what some of the people are saying. Sandra Goodman,
yes, I would love
says multi-D equals divine, and she has 3 hearts. Zach says, Zach has a bunch more stuff. By the way, the Big Bang is misunderstood. The Big Bang is creation at the speed of thought. The universe is as big as we think it is. Yes. And then Mary Chavork says thank you with some prayer things. And anyway, people are really enjoying what you're saying. And Elsie's here now. Hi, Elsie. So so the conversation really is about how can you have unity, consciousness, and oneness if you're not in oneness and in love, right? And so this tool is a tool to help you navigate reality to be the alchemic co-creator with the universe.
Yes.
That's a mouthful.
Yes, we've been having so many glimpses, and I tell a story, and I've been repeating the story of creation, how I understand it, and maybe here I can just like, I've done a lot of videos, like for the last 2 years, I constantly do live videos. I've got a page in my personal one, it's constantly spontaneous videos, and this is one of my favorite.
And I'm putting your website up right now too, so people can see. Okay, sorry.
It's so the story of creation, and you said it. This is the energy game, but I wanna just like, because this is my background, how I operate, and it's on the background, and it's an invisible background for me, and it's always constantly there to support my experiences. So once upon a time, There was a force, there was a powerful presence, magnificent, powerful, beautiful, with unimaginable power, ability to create, ability to enjoy, to be blissful, and was expanding and expanding and moving, and everything it wanted. It created, boom, faster than the speed of light. Everything it desired, boom, created faster than the speed of light. And everything it longed, and it's like boom, boom, boom. And just imagine this force, consciousness, presence, power was doing this for 10 years, for 100 years, for hundreds of thousand years, for millions of years, on and on and on and on. And can you feel this? If you can tap right now into this power of this sense of feeling, oh, okay, something happened here.
Oh,
Okay,
you're still on.
okay, something happened. Okay, something. And so if you can tap into the feeling, just to pretend and imagine being that force, presence that can create and create whatever it wanted. But there was a point where this presence had a problem. It got so bored. It got bored out of its cow. Okay, I can create this and I can create that. And so what? And imagine you doing this over and over and over and over and over. And it's like, okay, I can do it. So, but now it's not fun. So this consciousness, because was presence, power, magnificence, because was very smart as well, all knowing, was thinking, so what can I do now? What is the point of this? And it decided, I'm going to create the energy game. And I have on my Facebook a whole page I've been trying to keep up, but it's called the energy game.
Oh, okay. I don't know about this. Cool.
And it's a whole concept that follow. So Kati, I'm putting my little ebook with all my my inspirations, teachings. I'm putting it together as the 9 steps of completion. And in this ebook will be this story of creation, the energy game. And what this created, it created the energy game, the game of life. And it decided, and because somebody mentioned, Zach was mentioned about the Big Bang, that's why I'm telling this story. And it decided, I'm gonna burst in millions and billions of pieces. And I'm going to forget who I am so I can play the game, pretend that I'm small, pretend that I'm helpless, pretend that I'm a little and hurt, pretend that I will kill myself. We're pretending that we're dying. So to create that drama, to create that excitement, so the forgetfulness, the unconsciousness, it's only there. It's only there for the consciousness to create that excitement. So imagine, and I want to stress about something and how to drop the judgment. And I'm giving you the base of, this is the base. Imagine consciousness decided, like, I'm going to burst myself. So a lot of pieces of consciousness, they played the game so well that they went very far from the center. They went far away and they completely forgot themselves. These are the biggest assholes in the human history. These are Hitlers. These are the biggest. Do you know what? Have mercy on them, people. Have mercy, because they are playing on the behalf of the divine. Very good. They're playing very good, because this was imprinted from the very beginning. And this is how now people that stay closer, they remember Buddha, Krishna, Christ. They remember, so they can start to pull this. So this 2000 or how many years, 13,000 years of unconsciousness, we've been first, and this is, I work with the body. I've created tons of dance meditation, that it's another unique tool. So the Davinci Spiral, it's only one tool. I've created quite a few tools that for different personality, for different culture backgrounds to come, but at the same, becoming, collecting our pieces, collecting us, consciousness talking with itself.
Or if you collect people that'll be the
every person,
paradigm for each one of these, you'll have 108 pieces of this that'll end up bringing consciousness. It'll amplify all the consciousness coming in, right? I want to read a couple of things. Susie Thompson said shared. Elsie said, I hear the seesaw and the magic spot of creative tension between masculine and feminine energy, which can equal wholeness. So the people are getting what you're saying. They're putting it into their own words and their own paradigm. Zach says collapse duality through combining the masculine and feminine energies to dissolve them as we transcend the physical and travel up the pipeline of consciousness.
Beautiful.
So people are getting it. I
want to just just on this, on masculine, feminine. A couple of days ago, I constantly receive, and we are all receiving this. How are we listening? I received something very ancient. It's been coming in fragments, in glimpses, in pieces, and something happened to me personally. And the floods were open, and I start to see, and you will resonate because you're going to remember each person that shares this, their own. I saw from the beginning of creation how the feminine, and I'm talking feminine and masculine, not as gender, how the feminine has put a spell or a curse on the masculine. And the curse was shifted 2 days ago. And a lot of people, the curse of the feminine, that curse the man. Why she did that? Who knows? Who cares? Doesn't matter. She did it. That I started my workshops in South Africa along 20 years ago. My first workshop was about the feminine, the woman, me as a representative a woman, the female energy, for me was very powerful, that we are the women, we hold the key, because consciousness, it's like the energy, the raw energy. And it's the masculine, it came here to use this energy and direct it. So we hold the key. And as we women being empowering, emancipating, but now it's coming to the next stage. We can do it, yes, but now it's cooperation time, integration. There's no one better than the other. It's how can I serve you? How can I complete you? How can I make your life more beautiful? Because I hold something that you don't have. You hold something that I don't have. Let's exchange our energy. Let's come together and embrace our totality and wholeness and be the divine being we are and claim our kingdom of gods and goddesses. So this is the feminine and the masculine. So I'm just on a very person, look in your life, who is the person that is close to you, that represent another gender or whatever represent the opposite, the polarity. And look at them through the eyes of the divine and integrate them, bring them home into your heart. And this is how we're starting. Breathe in the unconsciousness, breathe in the pain. And in the alchemy of our own heart, let's start to breathe out light. Let's turn it all around. Let's start breathe out joy. Let's don't pollute this. Let's turn all this breathing meditation upside down. So if you see something outside of you that it's distorted, breathe it in with your own power in your heart, and then breathe it out. Breathe the light and the beauty and the divinity that, I'm like
so
very
one of
ignited.
my clients that I'm doing a book for, he says breathe in love, So that
Yes.
that
Yes.
alone starts you to realize that the field you're in is pure potential love. So breathe that in and then breathe out harmony. And when you breathe out harmony, that's even higher than bliss or grace.
Yes.
Harmony
Yes.
is where that unified field of oneness can be. And
Yes.
I've
Yes.
been doing it. I started working with him, I guess, in November, December, and I do it every day. In fact, I can't stop now that he introduced that to me. And it this whole concept of being whole and complete and everything is at your access. All you have to do is believe that and use life that show up like that. Make that your construct rather
Yes.
than being a
Yes.
victim and rather than being in your story. It's time for everyone to get out of their story.
Yes. Yes.
So,
And even
so
further, the distortion that we see outside. I'm taking this one step further.
oh,
The
good. Okay.
distortion, the personal distortion around us, very personal. There are people that triggers us. These are our gates. The triggers are our gates. So if somebody triggers, bring in their pain into your heart and
Oh,
transform it and breathe out to them love. This is the higher where we are entering now. The space of you breathe in the distortion because we came here to transform this reality with our own being. This
wow.
is the alchemist. We take the raw element, the raw experiences. So throughout, and I will point when I do one-on-one session, I point, here something happened to you. And because I read the energy, I don't tell you exactly what is happening. I help you, I point with the finger, say, here something happened. And then the flood starts to walk, you start to remember. And then you take these people, you breathe in the pain because there's so much pain in the world. But their pain because we came here to transform it. We take each challenging experience, we bring it in like an alchemist in the laboratory of our own heart, and
Right.
we extract the essence. And the essence of my own personal experience, losing my child. I did on a 3D level, I lost my child,
Yeah.
and it hurts like hell.
Yeah.
Yet, I surrender to the pain. I acknowledge the pain, and on my knees, I open and I say, okay. And it cracked me open. And out of this, when I was cracked open, I felt my son unconditional love in each and every fiber of my being pouring through me. So
Yeah.
that's my own message. The pain is not there to hurt us, to crack us open.
Right. And that whatever we resist is persists. So but we haven't been taught that if we embody and process and use the pain, no, pain is a potentiality. It's a strong emotion that can be flipped to use in a different way. So just want you to know, people are saying harmony is the sweet spot magic. Diane Richards saying yes, and then we send it back as love. She loves that. Zach says pain is the belief in separation from source.
Yes.
And Susie Thomas says hi again. She said hi before.
Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well,
After the show, I'm gonna go and
oh, good.
see
Yeah.
your comments. I would
Do talk
love
to
to.
people. Tzveta, we have to wrap up soon, but
Yes.
I want to make sure I'm going to put your website in the comments, and here it's up on the screen again. And then could you let everyone know what's the best way to connect with you? Is it through the site or through Facebook?
Through my
Okay.
website. Through my website will be terrific. You can. I will accept you if you send me friend request. I've got a Tzveta Davinci page where I do a lot of videos. I've got there a lot of videos, and as well on my personal page. And I'm sharing my life, I'm sharing my journey, and I try to, because we all been through the stories. Now, let's see what is the essence, the extraction time is here, the extraction time of the essence, the flowering time. My name Tzveta in Bulgarian means flower,
Oh,
and
it
I'm a
does?
gardener as well. So it's a blooming time. I work with the seeds, plants as a model. It's a most direct, natural model to learn about ourselves, because we are like these flowers, and we have planted ourselves long ago, and now we are here to experience our own bloom, our own essence. It's a celebration times,
Yes, yes, rather than the
beyond
right, right. In
celebration.
fact, I had this conversation last night. I have one of my authors is staying at my house for a couple nights, and he was saying something, and I said, "Be careful. We are so powerful. Don't focus on complaining. Don't focus. We are so powerful. There is so much going on right now. Your words
Yes,
are creating just as you speak." And if you're present, this is what my Anji lady says, always remember that your present situation is not your final destination. The best is yet to come. So if we're holding, if we have not more knowledge about our soul journey, and a better way to resonate is the highest frequency of that.
yes.
I mean, this is fascinating. This will take me forever
If,
to be able, I'll
yes,
use this the rest of my life. I mean,
yes, it's a map, it's a blueprint. And another very powerful point, it shows you the integrity, the cross of integrity of your soul that will resonate. That is gonna resonate personally with you. Doesn't matter what culture, background, belief, or it doesn't matter. If you're drawn to the spiral, it's like the spiral brings the people. I don't need to do anything
yeah.
almost. It's powerful too. So I'm
So thank you so much. I
beyond
hope my
grateful.
audience will take a look at Sveta's site. I'll be putting the link in the comments. And I am in so much appreciation and honor for your work and the way that you articulate what I have trouble articulating, this consciousness and the potentiality of love that we are in right now. It is so beautiful, Sveta. Thank you so much for everything you bring to us. And I just hope more of the people that are watching this now and in the recording and up on YouTube afterwards will take advantage of learning more about themselves and showing up
Yes.
completely.
I want to give a little discount for this. Normally the session, I just want to explain, I take 2 hours to generate this. I can't do it. And this is my next stage where I can put it into a program. So if somebody is out there that can create an app for this, it's fascinating. So I can do it as the generation of the astrology chart is the same. It's like a generating. So I take 2 hours on for me, and then I take 2 hours to explain it to you
Right,
and to
right.
go to you to activate it. So this is altogether 4 hours for me, and it costs normally $180 for this session. For this, so for everybody that watches this, you just have to send me a email. You can book it through my website. And just put a keyword, the Davinci Spiral, just put Davinci Spiral, and I will honor this, and it's $150 from everybody that will watch this video.
Okay.
Just put the secret word is going to be Davinci Spiral. That's what I can offer.
Secret now. But
And let's just
so
put,
wonderful. You guys, you really would love to have it as a tool. And as right now, Sveta is still putting all of the documentation together, so you would be getting it at the very beginning, and I'm sure it's not going to be that little cost later on. I'm sure to get the one-on-one with Sveta is not going to always be this little. So hopefully you'll get to use this tool. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And you are a divine expression. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my
Yeah,
reflections,
yeah.
my other me. I love you. Thank you for watching.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Have
thank
a
you, everybody, and we'll put all the links in the comments, and please share this if this resonates, so more people can know about this powerful work. Thank you.
thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
dear.